Hello everyone and welcome back to the New York Empoleon's Week 7 battle of the GBA. We are here this week taking on Frosted, coach of the Copenhagen Sawsbucks, and if you have not seen them before, go check them out, links in the description below, as are all of the coaches in the GBA this season. This is another, as usual, head coach matchup, but Frosted's assistant coach is Vepsis, and I actually think this is a huge missed opportunity for the two of us to have Addison and Vepsis face each other, which would have been hilarious and fun, because obviously they are very good friends, but as it stands, we're looking for a win here. This would be a huge confidence booster. It would be a huge, continuation of the momentum we've got going on. It is a away game, so there isn't that point on the table, but it's, obviously very important that we look towards getting a win. And looking at this, I think this is the correct team. We've got the 6 that I want to be bringing, a couple of changes that I made, obviously, between the team builder and now. But that looks like a good set, so we're going to rock in with this team. And yeah, this is just gonna be a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm terrified. Terra Iron Bundle with Water Electric is this is one of the first chances she gets to use it. And so it's gonna be an interesting match to see what that Iron Bundle wants to do. It's absolutely horrifying. But the double Intimidate alongside the Clear Amulet and the Adrenaline Orb feels like it's gonna be it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's the Iron Bundle, right top, front, and center. Zapdos is, my sort of answer to it, which is also front and center. But Zoroark is obviously scary. Slowbro here. No Hydreigon is kind of cool. I don't really mind not seeing a Hydreigon. Magnezone is pretty spooky, though, because it could be Scarfed. Diancie. Wow, I got to make a lot of adjustments. All right, so Iron Bundle, Landorus, Zoroark, Slowbro, Diancie, and Magnezone. Let's see. So I sort of think Zoroark's going to lead. Iron Bundle could lead. With Landorus there, it's not totally safe to just lead Zapdos and click Volt Switch, which is a little bit annoying. And I don't really want to lead Mew into the Zoroark. I feel like Zapdos is just a fine lead. It does live one hit from the Iron Bundle, and I can go for a Volt Switch, and if they do switch into the Lando, they do switch into the Lando. It's not like I'm going to lose the game from there. I have Garchomp that can come in on the Lando. I could just go hard Garchomp as well on the first turn, but they could U-turn or flip turn. So that's definitely something I have to watch out for. But yeah, we definitely live one hit from Iron Bundle. Not Choice Band. Even if it's Choice Specs, Ice Beam has a very low chance to kill. And Hurricane can just kill an Iron Bundle, so it's tempting to just click Hurricane or Heat Wave here, knowing that it could be the Lando that comes in instead of the Volt Switch. Since I actually think this is the Zoroark. But I'm gonna click Heat Wave. I'm sort of expecting the Landorus is gonna come in here. And I live in Ice Beam if I have to, so I just don't think you stay in on a Zapdos if you actually are the Iron Bundle. A Shadow Ball, yeah, so it's Zoroark. So I could have clicked Volt Switch, which would have been nice, but Heat Wave is also going to do big damage to the Zoroark. We see that the Shadow Ball doesn't do a ton. We do have Roost. I could just go for it right here, right now. Let's see, how much damage did that do to me, realistically? What is 197 minus 136? 197 minus 136. 61. So you don't look like Specs. I didn't see a Life Orb. Why are you doing this to me? Choice Scarf. How much is that doing? That's a high roll of a Timid Choice Scarf. So I think I'm just going to Roost here. I sort of expect you're going to switch this thing out. Probably into Lando, but can't be sure. Roost is just nice because it gets me back to full, keeps me as a check for Iron Bundle later. There's Lando. Intimidate pops, that's totally fine. The Stone Edge hurts. Hurricane also would hurt this thing, but I don't think I want to stay in and do that. Not when I have a Garchomp right there, which would not be intimidated. If it does Swords Dance, that's really spooky. But I do have Greninja, which outspeeds it, has Water Shuriken, even if it does go for like some sort of speed boosting. So yeah, we're just going to go into the Garchomp here. Going to keep that thing healthy, obviously predicting a Stone Edge of some kind. But if it goes for rocks or whatever, that's also acceptable. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to set our own rocks here, which is going to be really helpful for the Iron Bundle and stuff later. You do see we outspeed it, so it's not Scarfed. Sort of curious what it'll go for here. EQ's going to hurt. Swords Dance. Okay. So now you're at +2. And Earthquake can kill, but if I Dragon Claw and then go Greninja, Water Shuriken kills. Ice Beam would also kill at that point. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna Dragon Claw here. That did nothing. And I lived. Wow. Okay, so it's leftovers. Earthquake. It's defensive. I'm just gonna go for another one. Another Dragon Claw here. Let the Garchomp go down, put this in range of Greninja. I mean, it was already in range of Greninja, but I just didn't have to switch into this, which is fine. So Landorus, T, kills Garchomp, Earthquake. So we got rocks up. We know this thing is bulkier, which means it's not as fast, but I think I'm just going to go Greninja here. They do have their Stealth Rocks on their end. Now looking at the range that it's at, Dark Pulse might be a roll, which is a little unfortunate, because it means I sort of have to go for like Ice Beam or Water Shuriken, which means their Slowbro does get in, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to Ice Beam here, if they do choose to stay in. I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have U-turned. I don't know if it was safe to U-turn there. Magnezone is what comes in. Okay. Let's get a Scout on this. I obviously don't stay in against this. I guess I could Scout if it's Scarf or not. Yeah, you know what? Let's Scout if it's Scarf. Because I'm Ice type right now, so I'm not weak to its... Well, weak to Flash Cannon. Okay, it's not Scarf. I have Zapdos. It has Boots. It comes in. I have Hariyama, which can come in here as well. Analytic Specs, though, is actually... It's really scary. I don't know how to tell it that it's got Analytic active. Wow, Analytic Specs Thunderbolt just kind of rampages through my entire roster right now. I'm gonna go Zapdos, I think. Let's see if it's like Analytic Specs. There's a Volt Switch. How much are you doing? It's not. It doesn't look like Analytic. Okay. Also doesn't look like Specs. Maybe it's Specs, actually. That could be Specs damage. It could be Specs, it could also be Analytic and not Specs, so... It's hard to evaluate exactly what that is, but Landorus could come back in here. At this point, I don't think I switch out again. I think I just attack it. I know it's defensive. And that's... Iron Bundle, and that's really Iron Bundle. That's the real Iron Bundle. Okay, if you're timid and not like Specs, you have literally one roll that can kill a Zapdos from here. So I'm going to Volt Switch. And that's only if you Ice Beam. If you Freeze Dry, you cannot kill me. I mean, again, if you're Specs, you can kill me. Specs Ice Beam always kills. Non-Specs Ice Beam has one roll that can kill. Freeze Dry with non-Specs never kills. Hydro Pump never kills, certainly. If you flip turn and get Static Parried, that's like obviously the best case scenario for me. There's Terra. Oh, right. Are you Terra Water or Terra Electric? Terra Water. Okay. That's fine. Hydro Pump should not kill unless you're Specs. Is that crit? Not a crit. Alright, so we know you're Specs. Or Life Orb, maybe? Not Life Orb. Alright, Specs. So we know your choice Specs locked into Hydro Pump right now. Because there's no way that it can kill the Zapdos otherwise. It's certainly not killing a Greninja. Dark Pulse looks really free. Really free. Wow, Diancie exists, but... it does kill a Hariyama with that. It does not kill a Mew, which has the freedom to go for a Thunderbolt or a Volt Switch. Landorus could come in. So yeah, it's Greninja. It's Greninja or Mew. I think I'm gonna go Mew here. And I'm just gonna click Volt Switch. And if you go into Lando, you go into Lando. It's not really a huge deal. Volt Switch should always kill you. You're never killing me with a Hydro Pump. And if you do go into Lando, I know you're defensively invested. I don't know if you're speed invested, like HP and speed. But you're not killing me with any hit, certainly, if you go hard into Lando, and I can just Ice Beam and kill that and get rid of it. I have Earth Power for the Magnezone, which I know isn't Scarf anymore. Diancie also doesn't appreciate an Earth Power. Though I would Volt Switch off of either of those, so... Alright, we're gonna see that switch out. Mew can come in on rocks a couple more times. So there is the Lando. I'm just gonna go for an Ice Beam here. And Mew is just gonna be in. Which is fine, because really nothing wants to switch into Mew. Zoroark, I guess, has to. This is not the Zoroark, right? Yeah, it's leftovers, and Zoroark wasn't, so... I'm just gonna Ice Beam. If you're not speed invested... Wow. Scouting. Poker Face. Slowbro. Okay. That did very little. I can Thunderbolt here. I don't really know what Slowbro is going to do to me, for being totally honest. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt. You can keep switching around and keep getting Stealth Rock Chip and keep, you know, whatever. Slowbro has no momentum itself, so... Do big damage to Slowbro. Eject button. Weakness Policy. Surf. It did big damage. Alright, that's actually not ideal. Because now this is in range of Hydro Pump, right? It's in range of Hydro Pump, but only Hydro Pump. So I'm just gonna Thunderbolt again, because you have to land a Hydro Pump, and I'm willing to take those odds at that point with the Mew. You can't click like Ice Beam, so I'm willing to take my chances, to be honest. If you go back into Lando, okay. Weakness Policy's gone. That was an interesting, like, just one big hit. Lando comes back in, takes more Rocks Chip. You could outspeed me, it's possible, but I think at this point you're in range of Dark Pulse, or, oh no, I don't have Dark Pulse in this, that's Greninja. Yeah, I'm just gonna Ice Beam again. If Slowbro comes back in, it's in range of, you know, Thunderbolts and Volt Switches and whatever. So I'm just gonna Ice Beam. I don't know how much speed you're running. I don't think any, because of the way you switched it out before. But, you know, and how defensive it was, but it's also possible you are running speed. I'm not running any speed. Switches out again. This is all rocks, Chip. It's all free. Slowbro comes back in. It's healthier, but it takes rocks. It takes an ice beam. I have another volt, like another free thunderbolt opportunity. I'm gonna click it. Something's gotta die. Mew is just doing its job. Mew kills Slowbro with Thunderbolt. And again, it has to be Iron Bundle, and it has to land a Hydro Pump. And to be honest, I take that. I take that chance. I stay in, because I have no switch into it anyway. I mean, I have Greninja. Greninja can take one still. So I'm going to click Thunderbolt. And you miss your Hydro. That's all it takes. And that's why Iron Bundle is a risky mon. I mean, because your opponent is willing to take these chances, right? Terra Blast. I don't know if this kills. It's much weaker. Is that a crit? Wait, what? Are you modest? That should never kill me? Oh, you must be modest. I was at 101 timid. There are like 3 rolls that kill if you're timid. Okay. So Iron Bundle kills Mew with Terra Blast. Okay, so I have Greninja. I have Cerulege, which can Terra, but it's Terra Fairy, and Shadow Sneak's only doing about 25%. So I guess I go Greninja here. Terra Blast is doing like negligible damage to Greninja here. So you're gonna switch out. Dark Pulse looks phenomenal. Diancie could come in. I guess Diancie probably comes in. That's fine. I'm just gonna go Greninja. The only problem is that if you think you kill me, which I don't think you're gonna stay in here. I don't see any reason for you to stay in here. So I'm gonna U-turn. If you think you kill me and you go for an attack, I'd be shocked, because even non-AV Greninja would live this. But this thing is gonna go down to 50%. Then we have opportunities to potentially Water Shuriken. Later. And then Shadow Sneak should be pretty solid. So alright, yeah. Obviously switches out probably into Diancie. Magnezone. Actually, this is a phenomenal chance to go into Cerulege. Because Bitter Blade just kills you. I mean, you could be Akka. Akka Analytic. I guess I could just Swords Dance. I don't want to Terra because then Flash Cannon kills me. So let's say you Choice Specs. Choice Specs Analytic Thunderbolt just kills. Akka Analytic does not kill. Do I just go for a Bitter Blade, or do I Swords Dance? Landorus is still alive, and could come in here. I'm just gonna Bitter Blade. I'm just gonna straight Bitter Blade. I can't afford to take a hit from this thing. If it's Akka and it survives, that's actually fine, because I will survive that hit. Is it Landorus? I'll get the Adrenaline Orb pop. It's Landorus. Should have Swords Danced. Oh, I should have Swords Danced. This game would just be over. This game would be over. Intimidate comes out. Oh, I'm not Adrenaline Orb, I'm Weak Armor. Right, changed it. That's fine. I was Adrenaline Orb, and then I switched it. Ceruledge kills Landorus. T with Bitter Blade. The Intimidate sucks. Because now I have to go into... I have to sack the Hariyama, pretty much. Because there's no reason to do an intimidated Shadow Sneak here. And I'm not living a Hydro Pump. I could live a Terra Blast. But I'm not living a Hydro Pump. So I guess I just go Hariyama. Back into Greninja. And at that point I just Dark Pulse. Dancy might come in, but... Or I Water Shuriken, maybe? I don't know if I'd Water Shuriken or Dark Pulse there. The Intimidate's gone, so that's fine. We do have the boots, so we're okay from, you know, hazards for later. You can miss Hydro Pumps, too. Shadow Ball. Okay, actually that's perfect, because now I survive that. And I get off a knockoff here. Or a Drain Punch. There's a Zoroark, though, still. Oh wait, this is the Zoroark, isn't it? I'm gonna knock off. I'm gonna knock off. On whatever. Dancy comes in? Sure. Knockoff's good. Asho Berry? Okay. I'm just gonna Drain Punch into the Dancy, I think. I wish I had Bullet Punch. I almost put it on. Okay, Moonblast. Dancy kills Hariyama with Moonblast. So now I can go back to Ceruledge and Terra Fairy. But that's not going to do anything. Greninja. Wow, Dancy's way too bulky. I mean, I can Swords Dance. Swords Dance Terra Blast does a lot. Although if you Diamond Storm and get the defense boost, that's just completely negates it all. Is it better to just Terra Blast twice, or is it better to Swords Dance? Based on the damage from the knockoff, I actually don't think you're defensive. The knockoff did a lot. I think I want a Swords Dance here. I don't know. This might be throwing. I'm gonna be honest. This might throw the game. If I had Swords Dance on the Lando switch in, that might have changed things. Let's see, do you Diamond Storm here? And if so, do you get the boost? You Power Gem. Okay. Power Gem does not 2-hit KO. It does slightly less than Moonblast. So I could just Bitter Blade for some HP back here. Tank a Moonblast, and then tear. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to Bitter Blade for HP back. That's huge damage. So yeah, Ceruledge able to get its HP back here. Moonblast's going to come out. I'm going to go for another Bitter Blade. because now we know that kills. So Cerulege kills Diancie with Bitterblade. The problem is that Zoroark, right? That's what comes in here 100 times out of 100. Yeah, it's Zoroark. And Shadow Ball is going to kill me from this range, right? And I can't Shadow Sneak it. So I have to click Bitter Blade. You're just going to kill me with a Shadow Sludge, whatever. Okay, so Zoroark. H kills Cerulege with Sludge Bomb. I think that's going to do it for this game. Greninja's going to Dark Pulse. We're going to outspeed unless it's Scarfed. It could be Scarfed. Sneak. Okay, that does nothing. Dark Pulse. Oh, we lose our water type. That's not good. So, Greninja kills Zoroark with Dark Pulse. We lose our water type. I should have just gone for a Water Shuriken there. I kind of need to be water type. This thing comes in. Yeah, not being a water type is going to kill me here, because now Terra Blast kills. I mean, I'm going to go for Water Shuriken, because 5-hit Water Shuriken... Well, I'm not water type, right? So... I don't even think 5-hit Water Shuriken kills, so I have to go for a Dark Pulse and just hope you miss a Hydro Pump. Get greedy, go for a Hydro Pump. I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse here. Terra Blast, yeah, that's smart. That's the right play. Iron Bundle kills Greninja with Terra Blast. I do think the Terra Blast roll on the Mew was very unfortunate. I missed a kill. I don't remember what killed what. When was this kill? I missed the kill on Zapdos. Who killed Zapdos? Iron Bundle did. Iron Bundle kills Zapdos with Hydro Pump. Yeah, the rolls were not in my favor today, which is totally fine. I don't think... Well, it could have been modest too, but I think... ultimately, I feel like I played that game pretty well. I had one misplay where I didn't Swords Dance the Cerulege earlier, because then it would have outsped the Landorus. Also, switching it off of Adrenaline Orb, apparently, was what cost me the game, because if I was Adrenaline Orb, Landorus comes in, I get a +1 speed, I get a +1 attack if I Swords Dance, and it's just, like, game over. Like, I think that thing just sweeps from there. But I switched it off, I went with the weak armor, thinking I'd be able to get it to pop, and literally nothing had physical attacks, the entire team, so I probably should have just assumed that was more likely than it was. But... You know, sometimes that's how it goes. It's a 2-0 loss. You know, they pick up just the 3 points, 1 for the home game, and then the 2 for the small win. Nothing lived on low HP on my side, so it's a 0-point week for us, which is really tough, but we're still in a good position. This playoff season is still very much within our grasp. So hopefully you are all excited as we continue on in the GBA. Next week, I will not be battling. It will be Addison taking on the... Atlanta Victinis next week, and so definitely keep an eye out for that. I am off now for a couple of weeks, so going to be a lot of fun. Keep an eye out for the GBA. We are continuing on in it. Addison obviously going to continue being a phenomenal battler and bring a lot to the table. And everyone go congratulate Addison on completing her dissertation in the comments, because that's a big deal, and that's why she has time to now do some battles, and that's why we want to get her in here, because she's a better battler than I am. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next week. Take care, everybody.